Hello everyone, welcome to your first lesson of topic 9. We are going to look at solving quadratic equations using graphs and tables. Our learning target for this lesson, we are going to be able to use graphs and tables to find solutions of quadratic equations. We'll use a graph to identify the x-intercepts as solutions of a quadratic equation, and we will also use a graphing calculator to make a table of values to approximate or solve a quadratic equation. So you can see we have some vocab to fill in. So let's start off with the degree. This is a word you guys have seen before, but we'll just remind you, remember the degree is the highest exponent of a function. I'm going to jump down to quadratic equation because we're going to use that word degree in our definition. A quadratic equation is an equation of the second degree so that means that the highest exponent is a 2, so we'll recognize that as quadratic. So an equation of the second degree with 0 on one side and a quadratic expression on the other. And we're saying one side of the equal sign. So a 0 on one side and a quadratic expression on the other. So for example, maybe we could have x squared plus 5x plus 6. There's the quadratic expression. Here, let's just show this as an example. And then on the other side of your equation would be a 0. So that is a quadratic equation. All right, so intercept, we're going to actually modify this. I want to talk about x-intercept, and then it might be intercepts. It could be plural. So the x-intercept is going to represent the solution of an equation. And then what is a solution? This is going to be the value of x when the equation is set equal to 0. And our last vocab is something called the zeros of a function. This is going to be the x value when the function is equal to 0. Maybe let's say x value or x values, might be more than one. When the function is equal to 0. So that means that our function f of x is equal to 0. So what are the x values when this happens? All right, well that's a lot of fun vocab. Why don't we get started and see what we're doing here?